Businesses are fleeing Germany, unfortunately, given the fact that there's such a strong history of the country building industrial success, etc. Unfortunately, we're seeing a ton of businesses and business people leaving the country. In fact, in a conversation I was having today with one of our Swiss bankers, I asked him a little bit about where his clients were and how they were tied into Germany, and he's like, no, all of my clients have left Germany. And so that tells you a little bit. Today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what's going on in Germany and tell you what you might want to consider if you're thinking about moving there, or if you are there, what you might want to do. So if you are new here, welcome. I'm Michael. Please hit the subscribe button, hit the all notification bell. Thank you for your support, very much appreciated. And if you would like to know anything about international tax or relocation, immigration, international banking, second citizenships, plan Bs, all that sort of thing, please reach out to us. You can book a call with me, calendly.com/Michael-Rosmer, link in the description below. So it is noteworthy that Germany has only recently allowed dual citizenship, and so that opens up a possibility for a lot of Germans to be able to buy passports in places like the Caribbean and Turkey and other potential interesting areas, as well as relocate to countries and naturalize there, so wherever it is that they happen to be interested in. There is some nuts stuff going on in Germany. So I've been trying to figure out for a while how it is that they can have such a bizarrely incoherent energy policy. They say, hey, listen, we want to be green. Let's shut down our nuclear power, which happens to be one of our very green things. Then what are we going to do instead? We're going to buy oil from Russia, and that seems great, and coal. And then we're somehow going to try and convince you that, well, there's different types of coal, and some of the coal is actually kind of better for the environment or something. It's utter ridiculousness. I have had so many clients who have talked to me about fleeing the country, sadly, running to Switzerland or other parts of the world where it is more business friendly, more lower taxes, and frankly just more functional in a bunch of regards than Germany unfortunately has become over the last while. So what are some examples of this for people who aren't aware? So here's a simple one. A friend of mine, his family lives in Germany. The war starts with Ukraine. Everything kind of shuts down against Russia. The price of electricity goes from 200 euros a month to 2,000 euros a month. A 10x increase. I mean, a lot of people could just look and say, hey, listen, I just couldn't afford to survive if I suddenly had to pay an extra 1,800 euros a month for cost of electricity. Really not great. So I asked him, I said, like, at that point, why don't you just buy solar panels and put them out there? I mean, it's got to be easy to get an ROI. He says, oh, we would. But in Germany, if you produce more than a small amount of power, you need to start a business. And then you need special licensing to go and do this, which is just totally insane. Completely and utterly insane. You would think you want to encourage this. No, you put barriers in front of it. Then it gets worse, because in order to have that operate, you need to have somebody who's certified come out and certify that these solar panels and everything are set up properly, etc. And there's a shortage of people to do that and a backlog of it. So basically you're talking about a couple-year process to be able to do this process. Totally nuts, just completely and utterly nuts. I was talking to a client recently who was telling me a little bit about some of their experience owning property and having renters and being told by the government that, okay, your properties need to be upgraded to the new environmental standards. Okay, wonderful. Let's go and do that. Oh, well, to do that is going to require renovations that require kicking the tenants out. But guess what? In Germany, nobody is allowed to kick tenants out, so you're screwed. You can't do that. And by the way, we're putting some carbon surcharge if you haven't updated, and guess who gets to pay that? The landlord has to pay it. So that's not so great. Another situation he was telling me about, somebody went and said, okay, I bought a plot of land, I want to build a building on it. 6 units, this is going to be great, we'll rent it out, wonderful. Okay, seems sensible, right? You're going to provide some housing, this is kind of win-win, why not? So it goes through, it's a lengthy process to get everything planned out, brings it into the government, says, hey, here's my plans. They said, nope, you can't build it, you're using a boiler. You have to use heat pumps now. So he says, all right, I'll go back, redesigns it. It's going to cost an extra, whatever it is, 30,000, 40,000 euros to do that, but okay. Comes back with new plans, 6 heat pumps. Says, great, wonderful. I'm going to need you guys to supply me with a 60 kilowatt connection to the street. They say, sorry, no, we can only give you 30 kilowatts. He says, hang on. So let me get this straight. You, the government, are telling me that I have to have these heat pumps, but you, the government, are also telling me you can't give me the power in order to run the heat pumps. He says, yep. Sounds kind of weird, but that is the way that it is. What? Are you kidding me? This is nuts. Totally nuts. It goes on. The government guy says, hey, listen, we can plan a project. It'll cost you 120,000 euros, but maybe more. I can't guarantee that. And we can install this power. He says, pretty expensive. How long is that going to take? At least like 1.5 to 2 years, but I also can give you no guarantees. So what? How are you going to solve your problems if you're in a situation where these sorts of things are going on? It's utterly crazy. And I'm hearing these stories from all kinds of people in Germany, all over the country, all sorts of individual situations. It's a very hostile environment if you want to get things done and go through the process of being effective, building business, increasing productivity, etc. Unfortunately, the Germany that was very productive back in the day, and half of my grandparents are from Germany, actually, so we kind of have history there. There's just a lot of barriers to this today. They do have a really excellent education system that gives a huge advantage, and there are some things that are quite good. But these problems are making it really, really problematic for many, many people from there. And as a result, we are seeing people flee like crazy. So for those of you who are interested, you should maybe take a look at what are some alternative methods that you can explore in order to build some successful business. And if you're interested in those sorts of things, please reach out to us. You can book a call with me, and we will decide what is going to go on. If it is a situation where you'd like to send an email, you can do so through offshorecitizen.net. And I will look forward to seeing you guys on the next video.